If you are a man or a woman and you follow the Manosphere, this is a public service announcement. You are a small-minded, easily influenced, logic-hating, emotionally driven sheep, and also a clown, because the Manosphere and the majority of its teachings are designed to reinforce whatever biased opinion you hold and keep you addicted to its content so that the content creators make money while you are being exploited. And if you haven't realized that, I pity you. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to first talk about what the Manosphere is. So the Manosphere is an amalgamation of the red pill, the black pill, PUA, aka pickup artist, male dating advice, and then men's right rolled up all into one solid package. Now, the Manosphere developed as a result of men being dissatisfied with anti-male culture that has developed in Western countries over the last few decades. And by anti-male, I'm talking about all of the blatant misandry that you see normalized in modern media, the war on masculinity, and unfair divorce laws and child custody laws that are discriminatory towards men. Now, don't be a coward and say that these things don't happen. Yes, they do. There are many instances of men and maleness and masculinity being discriminated against in modern day society. We can acknowledge that. You can dislike an ideology heavily while also admitting that certain parts of it have some validity. Like I said in my very first video, I am not a dogmatic thinker. I can both heavily disagree with the Manosphere while also acknowledging that certain parts of it are true. Certain complaints do have some validity. Certain complaints do carry some weight. So I've been following the Manosphere now for over 10 years. I was reading the Manosphere back when it was nothing more than a bunch of websites and personal blogs. And not because I agree with it. I've never agreed with the Manosphere, but I am interested in learning about schools of thought that I do disagree with. I've never understood why people spend time consuming content that echo back opinions that they already hold. I already know what I think. I'm always interested to hear what other people think. And I think only consuming content that you agree with is a sign of a small mind. But such is the average person. Now, I know a lot of people really hate the Manosphere and they think that it should be deleted off of the internet. But I'm not going to go so far as to say it shouldn't exist. Because like I said in my first video, I believe in freedom of speech. Just because I disagree with something doesn't mean I think that it should be wiped off the face of the earth. That makes no sense. My problem with the Manosphere is not that the Manosphere exists. My problem is that the Manosphere pretends to stand for something. The Manosphere pretends to advocate for men, when in reality, all it does is exploit men for financial gain, just like everything else. The Manosphere is full of charlatans and scammers, men who exploit disenfranchised men for their own financial benefit. These content creators will create hundreds of hours of content for men to waste their lives on watching and then fill their boots with the spoils and the ad revenue. Then these content creators will sit around telling men exactly what they want to hear under the guise of helping them, when a lot of the information that they spew is factually incorrect, oftentimes overblown, and sensationalized. The Manosphere is Fox News at this point. The Manosphere is full of dudes selling dreams and selling delusions about some fake lifestyle that the creators themselves don't even live. Content creators in the Manosphere are the biggest hypocrites of the highest order. They will sit around preaching a traditional lifestyle. However, the majority of them are not married, nor do they have children. These men will tell men never to marry a woman over the age of 25. Because in the Manosphere, if you are over the age of 25 and a woman, then you are considered past due. Now, a few of these men have actually been called out being married to or in long-term relationships with women who are over the age of 30, 35, or 40. And I'm not trying to disrespect these women. I'm saying is that these men will sit on the internet and talk shit about how you should never date a woman over a certain age, but then secretly they are all dating or married to women over that certain age. Content creators in the Manosphere will tell men that they need to focus on their grind and then stack their money. But then these same content creators upload videos constantly and entice men to waste hours of their life listening to these videos and being unproductive, when technically they should be spending that time being productive and earning money or trying to improve their own life. These content creators will advise men never to spend money on women, and then in the next breath, they will ask these men to spend money supporting their content so that the content creator makes money via places like Patreon or YouTube subscriptions or selling courses or coaching sessions or whatever. Manosphere content creators give advice on how to be successful with women, but none of them can ever prove that they themselves are successful with women. Because all you ever see is them sitting alone in a room with a camera recording videos for YouTube. And so many men within this niche have been caught in blatant lies. They've been caught lying about their relationship status. They've been caught lying about the age of their relationship partner. They've been caught lying about their sexual prowess, their education level, and also their income level. And the list goes on and on and on. And the sheep who follow these communities will overlook all of these indiscretions as long as the content creators continues to provide them with their daily dose of delusional content. Now, when I first learned about the Red Pill and the Manosphere 10 years ago, it was comprised of a few blogs. The Manosphere was made up of content creators who created content because they were passionate about the subject. A few of them wrote ebooks, and some of them made a small profit. But for the most part, everybody still had a day job, and nobody was getting rich off of Manosphere content creation. So back then, the Manosphere was like a pastime at best, a side hustle at best. But over the last few years, due to the popularity of platforms like YouTube and the ability to earn income through ad revenue, you have men giving up well-paying six-figure jobs, or so they say, in order to make content on YouTube in this specific niche called the Manosphere. This is how you know that the Manosphere is extremely lucrative. Because once you go online spreading asinine, misogynistic rhetoric like the Manosphere does, you put your name and face online for all people to see, you kind of ruin your ability to go back to a 9-to-5 job. And to be honest, that fact in and of itself kind of makes me think that a lot of these men didn't actually have a way to earn money in real life, which is why they turned to earning it online. Now, I'm not trying to look down on or make fun of earning money on the internet. It would be nice for all of us to earn money on the internet, right? But at the end of the day, the average person has to have a real life job in order to make profit, right? On the internet, in order to make money, you have to sell out to some degree. A lot of these people have no qualms about selling out. A lot of these people have no qualms about doing whatever it takes in order to make money online. And that fact alone means you shouldn't trust any of these people to tell you the truth and to move with integrity. Because once you join into the Manosphere, you can never live it down. Now, I've kept an eye on these channels over the last few years, and I've noticed that especially in the last 3 years, a lot of these channels have amassed hundreds of thousands of followers, and only in a few months' time. And these videos get hundreds of thousands of views and tens of millions of views per month. Now, if you know anything about YouTube, 1 million views a month translates roughly to about $1,000 a month. So these channels are earning thousands of dollars in ad revenue per month, and 95% of the people supporting it are men. Now, at this point, the Manosphere should just change its name to the Womanosphere, because 100% of it is about women. For all the crap that men talk about needing male spaces free from female influence, they went and created those spaces and then proceeded to sit around and spend 100% of their time talking about women. Now, early on in their YouTube career, a lot of these Manosphere creators will claim to create content for men regarding hobbies and finance and career. However, whenever they make videos about anything other than women, nobody watches them. Now, remember, 98% of people who watch these videos are men. Men don't want to watch videos on topics that are not related to women in a space that is supposedly created for men to talk about men. Make that make sense, because I swear I don't understand it. Now, there's a sub-community of the Manosphere called MGTOW, and MGTOW means men going their own way, which is essentially men denouncing all romantic relationships with women and choosing instead to live their lives happily alone, focusing on their friends, family, career, and hobbies. Except, men going their own way community is also 100% still about talking about women. Every single video, every single post, every single comment is about women. They are 100% about women. These men sit around talking about what women are doing, why they are doing it, who they are doing it with, why that upsets them, why they are done with women, and why they will never be in a relationship with a woman ever again. And some of these YouTube channels have hundreds, if not thousands of videos talking about women and literally nothing else. And these videos get hundreds of thousands of views. And when you stumble across a video on one of these Manosphere YouTube channels that is not about women, that video gets almost no clicks. And I find that very hilarious. Like I said, the internet loves to tell on itself. For all the shit that these men talk about not wanting women, not needing women, all of the data on websites like YouTube literally prove otherwise. So there's this one content creator that I stumbled across about 7 or 8 years ago. And he used to upload and make videos about women to YouTube. So this man's channel has been demonetized for like 5 years. And in those 5 years, he has spent time writing scripts, recording high quality audio, and uploading 2,500 videos to the internet. All of them are between 10 and 15 minutes long. All of them are unpaid, and all of them are about women. How the hell can a person make 2,500 videos criticizing women? And it's funny. These same men will sit around talking about how much more logical men are than women are. Where's the logic in creating a space called the Manosphere and then dedicating it exclusively to talking about women? Seriously, if you watch Manosphere videos, I want you to comment down below. Why do y'all only care about talking about women in spaces called the Manosphere? The Manosphere loves to compare itself to the Matrix, i.e. the red pill and the blue pill. They love to talk about how they're waking men up to the realities and the nature of women and helping them see the truth and better their own lives. When the reality is, the Manosphere just seeks to keep men plugged in, literally, by feeding them sensationalized content that reinforces their confirmation bias and keeps them coming back for more. So recently in the Manosphere, there has been a trend of content creators reacting to videos of women behaving badly or women being toxic. So in these videos, the content creator will watch a video of a woman saying or doing something that is disrespectful or entitled or toxic or what have you. So there's one channel that recently grew in the last year. He uploads reaction videos to TikTok compilations, and he adds only 20 seconds of commentary in between each video, and he gets 500,000 views in 24 hours, and he uploads 5 to 7 videos a week. You do the math. Now, another channel that I've been watching over the last year and a half has over 1,000 videos on his channel. Now, this content creator, he gives like extended reaction style videos for his YouTube channel. And so he watches the video and then he gives his opinion in maybe 2 or 3 minutes long about how women these days are terrible people and blah, blah, blah. Now, this content creator says that he walked away from a 6-figure job in order to focus on his YouTube channel. And right now, this content creator has, I think, 750,000 subscribers, and he uploads almost daily. And this man gets like 15 million views per month. Like I said, you do the math. Anyway, so he reacts to these videos proving how toxic modern day women are by cherry picking content from the internet that paints women in a bad light. And I say cherry picking because this content is actually rare and really hard to find. When I was researching for this YouTube channel, I spent a lot of time trying to find these videos that had not already been reacted to on the internet, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever. And when I tell you that these videos are so rare and so hard to come by, but these content creators have all of these different people all over the internet finding videos and sending these individual videos out of millions to them, it makes people believe that the majority of women are indeed toxic because they were able to amass 1,000 videos of toxic women. Now, I'm not defending toxic women. I think most people these days are shitty to some degree. Integrity is no longer valued in our society. And I'm not saying that bad women don't exist. Of course they exist. And of course they deserve to be criticized. However, what I am saying is that these women are not as common as the Manosphere would like you to believe. They are bound to find a handful of really bad ones in order to be reacted to on reaction channels. These content creators in the Manosphere literally need thousands of people sending them links to a handful of videos in order to produce content for these channels. But the Manosphere doesn't want men to know that. They want men to believe that the majority of women think and behave like the women that they react to in their videos. They want to keep men bitter. They want to keep men disenfranchised. They want to keep men plugged in. Because as long as men believe that most women are horrible people, they will continue to look for spaces to vent, and they will continue to consume this type of content. And these content creators will continue to make a whole hell of a lot of money. And they will laugh all the way to the bank. I think that the biggest misconception these days is that YouTube demonetizes this type of content. And it does. But that's only if you use direct, hateful, and misogynistic speech and tags in the videos. Now, as long as you don't use words like red pill and black pill or manosphere in the title or tags, the content will not be demonetized. So the video that you are watching right now can never be monetized on this channel. So these days, Manosphere content creators have started to phrase their videos as modern women. So you will often see these videos like modern women caught cheating, modern women's true nature, modern women regret feminism, and other videos like that. If you go on YouTube right now and search the phrase modern women, you'll see all kinds of Manosphere, black pill, red pill videos pop up in your YouTube feed. YouTube does not flag or demonetize videos like this. And so it is a very, very lucrative niche for people that participate in it. Now, there was a content creator in the Manosphere that recently passed away. I'm not going to say his name, and I'm not going to give any of these people any attention. Now, anyway, this person did daily live streams of him essentially telling women off and putting women in their place. And other men would log in to watch this man put women in their place for 2 hours every single day. And many of these men would send super chats, sometimes to the tune of hundreds of dollars. So at the end of one of these live streams, this content creator would make thousands of dollars. And that's excluding YouTube ad revenue. So I would watch this person's video in the background while I worked on other projects. And so after one or two videos, I realized that this man used the exact same tactic every single day on every video and with every woman. So I just stopped watching it because that's boring. So this content creator was essentially a one-trick pony. So after one video, I figured this is the same thing every day, so I stopped watching it because even though I will watch people who disagree with me, I don't like repetition. I couldn't bear watching it even to laugh at it. That's how repetitive it was. Now, this content creator is hailed as the godfather of the Manosphere, even though this content creator was later exposed for being a liar and a scammer. This man lied about everything. He lied about his education. He lied about his income. He lied about his status. He lied about his prowess and his success with women. He lied about everything. However, because he went around telling women off and putting women down and spouting red pill rhetoric, the entire Manosphere and millions of men just completely ignored the fact that he was a bold-faced liar and a goddamn hypocrite. Nobody in the Manosphere ever talked about or acknowledged the fact that he got exposed for being a blatant liar. They continued to consume this man's content and take his advice, even though I'm pretty sure that he was not even sexually attracted to women. This man was able to make millions of dollars through YouTube ad revenue and donations off the backs of lonely, depressed, disenfranchised men. This YouTuber had no problem letting men fund his lavish lifestyle. He had no problem with men wasting 2 hours a day of their valuable life watching his repetitive content. These content creators never advise men to get offline and stop watching their content and to be productive in their own lives in order to benefit their own lives. But then they all claim to care about men. My ass. My entire black ass.